Hey, Shalom Akim. First and foremost, we want to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakal Kodash. Double honors to the elders and apostles at Great Millstone. Shalom to the sincere brethren out there pushing this word. I'm the brother Quanah Wath, and with me,
I'm Shamar.
And so we just wanted to go into a quick lesson. And the title of it is going to be "The Elect Shall Judge the World." Because after this deal goes down, and the kingdom of heaven is established, the elect are going to be the ones that's going to govern. So like it is the new world that's going to come in. Okay, and how are we going to govern the earth? Through the laws, statutes, and commandments of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. Okay, so just like you have politicians and judges in this society, okay, the elect, they're going to be the politicians. Okay, they're the ones that's going to be establishing order and setting policies that coincide with the laws, statutes, and commandments of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. Okay, so we're just going to pull a few scriptures out. Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai willing, this is an edifying lesson. So you can start off with 1 Corinthians.
You want to start from
You can start at 1.
The 1 Corinthians chapter 6 verse 1. Dare any of you, having a matter against another, go to law before the unjust and not before the saints?
Yes, this is going into, they had disputes in the church of Corinth. And what they would do when they had those disputes, they would go before, the rulers of that society, instead of judging the matters before themselves. So Paul was getting on it for that. Keep going.
Do ye not know that the saints shall judge the world?
Yeah, and the saints is talking about the elect. Okay, the elect of the nation of Israel. Okay, so the saints are going to judge the world. All right, so I had the word judge here in the Greek. Okay, so we're just going to look it up real quick. So the word there is
Strong's G 2919, krino.
So the word there is krino, okay, which means to separate, put asunder, to pick out, select, choose, to approve, esteem, to prefer, to be of opinion, deem, think, to be of opinion, to determine, resolve, decree. Okay, so the elect are going to make decrees in the kingdom. Okay, just like amongst the body, there are certain decrees that go out. Okay, so what the elect are going to be doing, they're going to be setting up decrees and policies, and those policies are going to coincide with the law, statutes, and commandments of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. Okay, so it says determine, resolve, decree, to judge, pronounce an opinion concerning right and wrong. Okay, which we won't really need to be doing that when it comes to the nation of Israel, because the laws, statutes, and commandments are going to be written inside of our hearts. So you're not going to have Israelites going on. Okay, we're going to do everything according to the law. Okay, so it says to be judged, summoned to trial, that one's case may be examined and judgment passed upon it. Okay, to pronounce judgment, to subject to censor. Of those who act the part of judges or arbitrators in matters of common life, or pass judgment on the deeds and words of others. Number 6, to rule, to govern. Okay, and that's what we're going to be doing in the kingdom of heaven. Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai willing, we're part of that number. Okay, because the elect are going to be the governing body of the nation of Israel. Okay, so while the kingdom is getting, built up, the heathens are, building the kingdom up. The elect are going to be in charge of, how the building goes, man. Okay, in charge of the affairs of the city. Just like you got the mayor here in this society. Okay, and they pass certain laws, to keep everything going and everything in order, so to speak. The elect are going to be doing the same thing when it comes to the nation of Israel. All right, so it says to rule, to govern, to preside over, with the power of giving judicial decisions. Okay, because it was the prerogative of the kings and rulers to pass judgment. Okay, so we're going to be governing, Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai willing, we're going to be governing the nation of Israel. All right, like I said, instituting policies that coincide with the laws, statutes, and commandments of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. Okay, So you want to continue on?
Do ye not know that the saints shall judge the world?
Yep. And real quick, look this word world up, which the word there is cosmos. So this is talking about the nation of Israel. Okay, keep going.
And if the world shall be judged by you, are ye unworthy to judge the smallest matters?
Con. So from there, can you jump to Matthew, the 19th chapter? If you got any precepts, you can bring them out.
Okay. Well, I got Revelation 2 and 26.
Okay, Con. If you can hold up on that, we'll bring that out towards the end. If you got anything else.
Well, in 1 Corinthians, the 2nd chapter.
Con.
1 Corinthians 2, I'll start at 14. But the natural man receiveth not the things of the Spirit of the Most High.
Con, which, that's a cut on my nigga Adam Abbott, man. That's the reason why he's not able to discern between whether the mark of the beast is spiritual or carnal. Because he's a natural man, Keep going. The Most High, he's not looking for natural men. Okay? The Most High is looking for spiritual men that are able to judge in the spirit. And these are the men that he's going to set up in the kingdom to judge and govern and rule. Okay, keep going.
For they are foolishness unto him.
Mm-hmm.
Neither can he know them because they are spiritually discerned.
Yeah, these things are spiritually discerned. Okay, the mark of the beast. Okay, what it is. You have to have spiritual discernment to determine that. Okay, and Adam Abbott, he lacks spiritual discernment, so he can't figure it out. Okay, because Yahweh Shem outside is not dealing with him. Keep going.
But he that is spiritual judgeth all things.
Yeah, he that is spiritual judgeth all things. Why? Because that's what Yahweh Shem is setting up and establishing. Okay, he's setting up judges. Okay, people that are able to govern and rule according to his standard that he set up. Okay, which is the law, statutes, and commandments. Okay, keep going.
Yet he himself is judged of no man.
Mm-hmm. That was it.
Con.
Okay, Con. You got anything else?
No, that I can bring those two that one out because it goes with the other one in Revelation.
Okay, Con. So you can hit Matthew 19th chapter. You can start at 28. Or you can read 27 actually.
Matthew 19 and 27. Then answered Peter and said unto him, Behold, we have forsaken all and followed thee. What shall we have therefore?
Yeah, so Peter was asking the Lord, what reward would they get for following Yahushua? Okay, and they literally forsook all. When you read Matthew the 4th chapter, when Yahushua told the disciples to follow him, okay, it said they straightway, dropped everything that they had going on, and they followed the Lord. Okay, so they forsook their job, they forsook, their father, their households, okay, and they dedicated their life to serving Yahushua. Okay, Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Keep going.
And Yahushua said unto them, Verily I say unto you, that ye which have followed me in the regeneration, when the Son of Man shall sit in the throne of his glory, ye also shall sit upon 12 thrones, judging the 12 tribes of Israel.
God. And that word judging, okay, is the same word, which is let's see here, krino, okay, which means to govern, to rule, to govern. All right. So I have the definition of govern here. This is from the freedictionary.com. It means to make and administer the public policy and affairs of a state, for example. Exercise sovereign authority over. So that's what we're going to be doing. Yahweh Shem Yahushua willing, we're part of that number. We're part of the elect. That's what we're going to be doing in the kingdom. Okay. We're going to be making and administering the public policy. Okay. And that public policy and the different things that are going to be established in the kingdom are going to coincide with the laws, statutes, and commandments of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Okay. So this is what the Most High is building up. Okay, he's building up men that are able to govern a society. Okay. So it says to make and administer the public policy. All right. And the public policy is going to be determined, or the basis of the public policy is going to be the law, statutes, and commandments of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Okay. Just like when, King Solomon You know, he administered the building of the temple. Okay, he was set over that action. Okay, he saw over the affairs to make sure that everything went according to plan. Okay, so that's what the elect are going to be doing in the kingdom. Okay, putting in certain policies, administering certain policies. Okay. You can keep going on, Matthew.
And every one that have forsaken houses, or brethren, or sisters, or father, or mother, or wife, or children, or lands, for my name's sake, shall receive 100-fold, and shall inherit everlasting life.
Okay, so that's going to be the reward. Okay, we're going to be set up as kings and rulers. Okay, not only over the nation of Israel, but also over these other heathen men. Okay, and real quick, you get 2nd Ezra, the 2nd chapter. You can start at 40, because that's what this deal is about. Okay, it's basically the Most High. He's setting up a test. Okay, and whoever passes this test, okay, and endures until the end, the Most High is going to set them up as judges, as rulers of the next kingdom to come. Okay.
This is 2nd Ezra, chapter 2, verse 40. Take thy number, O Zion, and shut up those of thine that are clothed.
Which that number is talking about the 144,000. Okay, keep going.
And shut up those of thine that are clothed in white, which have fulfilled the law of the Lord. The number of thy children, whom thou longest for, is fulfilled. Beseech the power of the Lord, that thy people, which have been called from the beginning, may be hallowed.
Which that's talking about the elect. Okay, it was set up for the elect to overcome this world in the last days. Okay, they've been predetermined or predestined to receive this blessing from Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Okay, and to receive this pardon, gain those white robes, and be the first fruits. Okay, the first ones to receive the body that Yahushua has. Okay, so our bodies are going to be likened unto the bodies that he has. All right, which what comes with that is immortality, invulnerability. Okay, spiritual power. All right, so the elect have been selected to receive these bodies from the foundation of the earth. Okay, keep going.
I, Ezra, saw upon the Mount Zion a great people, whom I could not number.
Which this is talking about the 1/3. Okay, the remnant of the nation of Israel. Okay, it's just like we read in Revelation, the 7th chapter. Okay, it tells you that there was a great multitude that he couldn't number. All right, so Ezra is seeing the same thing. Okay, so this represents the entire elect. All right, which the elect are not able to be numbered, because it's the nation of Israel, we're as the sand of the sea. Okay, so if you take a remnant of the sand of the sea, you can't count that. All right, keep going.
And they all praised the Lord with songs. And in the midst of them there was a young man of a high stature, taller than all the rest.
Which that's talking about Yahushua. Okay, keep going.
And upon every one of their heads he set crowns.
Yeah, which those crowns are physical, man. Okay, Yahushua is literally going to make us kings. Okay, real quick, you jump to Exodus, the 19th chapter. Because this was the promise that Yahweh Shem Yahushua gave to us from the beginning. Okay, but it wasn't fulfilled because Jake started going off. All right, you can start at the 4th verse.
Exodus 19:4. Ye have seen what I did unto the Egyptians, and how I bare you on eagle's wings, and brought you unto myself. Now therefore, if ye will obey my voice indeed, and keep my covenant, then ye shall be a peculiar treasure unto me above all people. For all the earth is mine. And ye shall be unto me a kingdom of priests.
Yeah, so a kingdom of priests. All right, so we're all going to be kings. Okay, but the elect, they're going to receive that kingship first. Okay, keep going.
And in holy nation, these are the words which thou shalt speak unto the children of Israel. And Moses came and called for the elders of the people and laid...
that was it.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so you can jump back to 2nd Ezra.
Back in 2nd Ezra, the 2nd chapter, verse 42, I, Ezra, saw upon the Mount Zion a great people, whom I could not number, and they all praised the Lord with songs. And in the midst of them there was a young man of a high stature, taller than all the rest, and upon every one of their heads he set crowns, and was more exalted, which I marveled at greatly.
Yeah, so Yahushua is going to crown the elect and make them kings. Okay, keep going.
So I asked the angel and said, Sir, what are these? He answered and said unto me, These be they that have put off the mortal clothing and put on the immortal.
Which that's literal and physical, or literal and figuratively. Okay, so the literal sense, okay, is that we're actually going to be changed. Okay, these mortal bodies that we have, they're going to be put off from us. Okay, and we're going to put on immortality. Our bodies are going to be changed. Okay, and the spiritual aspect of that is talking about putting this world off and putting on the clothing of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, which is the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. Okay, which that's the beginning of immortality. Okay, you following after what Yahweh Shem Yahushua wants you to do. Okay, it tells you that in the book of Wisdom of Solomon. All right, keep going.
And have confessed the name of the Most High. Now are they crowned and receive psalms and palms.
So they crown. All right, so they're made kings. And what do kings do? Kings govern. Okay, kings govern the affairs of states, and that's what we're going to do. Okay, and the standard that we're going to use is the law, statutes, and commandments of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Okay, it's not going to be like this kingdom. Okay, in this kingdom, all policies are based upon going against Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Okay, so everything that we implement is going to be righteous. Okay, if we commission, roads to be built, okay, our houses to be set up, it's all going to be under the law, statutes, and commandments of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Everything's going to be on point and perfect. Okay, keep going.
Then said I unto the angel, What young person is it that crowneth them and giveth them palms in their hands? So he answered and said unto me, It is the Son of the Most High, whom they have confessed in the world. Then began I greatly to commend them that stood so stiffly for the name of the Lord.
God. And the elect, they're going to be commended. When you go into that word commended, it means, that they're worthy. Okay. Which that word worthy, when you go into it, that's where the word, praise goes back to. Okay. For you to praise somebody or worship them, that means that they're worthy. So the elect are literally going to be worshipped in the kingdom of heaven. Okay. So from there, can you jump to Ecclesiasticus, the 4th chapter? And you can start at 11.
Sirach 4 and 11. Wisdom exalteth her children, and layeth hold of them that seek her.
And the men that have wisdom are going to be exalted. Okay, we just read it in 2nd Ezra, the 2nd chapter. Okay, keep going.
He that loveth her loveth life.
Yeah, because that's how you obtain life, by holding fast to wisdom. Okay, which the beginning of wisdom is the fear of the Lord. All right, keep going.
He that loveth her loveth life, and they that seek to her early shall be filled with joy. He that holdeth her fast shall inherit glory.
Which that glory is talking about you being a ruler in the kingdom of heaven. Okay, keep going.
And whatsoever she entereth, the Lord will bless. They that serve her shall minister to the Holy One. And them that love her, the Lord doth love.
Keep going.
Whoso giveth care unto her shall judge the nations.
You read again.
Whoso giveth ear unto her shall judge the nations.
Yeah, so if you hearken unto wisdom, you're going to judge the nations. Okay, and we just went into what that word judge means. Okay, it means to govern. Okay, but when it comes to these heathen nations, we actually going to execute judgment upon them. Okay, because the heathen, they don't know the law, statutes, and commandments. Okay, the law, statutes, and commandments are not going to be written inside of them. Okay, so we're going to be set up over them, just like Esau is set up over people in his society. Okay, you got the police walking around enforcing the law. Okay, that's what we're going to be doing to these heathen. Okay, we're going to be enforcing the law, statutes, and commandments on them, man. And when they break the laws, we're going to execute judgment accordingly. All right, if any of these heathen commit adultery, we're going to put them to death, man. Okay. If any of them steal, we're going to make them restore unto whoever they stole from. Okay, according to the law. All right. If any heathen get put to death while he's stealing, he broke into somebody's house and he got put to death, we're going to pass judgment accordingly. Okay. Keep going.
And whoso giveth ear unto her shall judge the nations, and he that attendeth unto her shall dwell securely.
Okay, so from there, you can hit Revelation, the 2nd chapter. You can start at 2 and 25.
Revelations chapter 2, verse 25. But that which ye have already hold fast till I come.
Yeah, it's just talking about the truth. Okay, and this is the reason why we should hold it fast, man. That word hold fast means to hold it tightly. Okay, don't let it go. No matter how hard Satan tries to, get you to cast it off. Okay, or tries to rip it out of your hands, man. Okay. Which is the reason why the scripture says, strive for truth unto death. Okay. So you got to be willing to die to hold on to this wisdom and this doctrine, man. Okay. Yeah, the precept.
I was looking for it real quick, but I can keep going on this.
Okay, go.
And he that overcometh and keepeth my works unto the end, to him will I give power over the nations.
God, so if you overcome, Yahushua, okay, is going to give you power over the nations. All right, which I want to look this word power up. Okay, which the word there for power is
Strong's G 1849. Exousia. Exousia.
Exousia. Okay. Which means a power of choice, liberty of doing as one pleases, leave or permission, physical and mental power, the ability or strength with which one is endued, which he either possesses or exercises. This is number 3, the power of authority. Okay, influence. So we're going to have authority over these heathen. Okay. And what are we going to be implementing? The law, statutes, and commandments upon them. Okay. It says the power of authority and of right privilege. This is definition 4. The power of rule or government. The power of him whose will and commands must be submitted to by others and obeyed. Okay, so what are we going to be establishing? The laws, statutes, and commandments. Okay, Yahweh Shem Yahushua is going to give us power over these heathen. Okay, well, up in here, this is above the lower definitions. It says power, authority, right, liberty, jurisdiction. So we're going to have jurisdiction over these heathen. Okay, they're going to be subject to the laws, statutes, and commandments of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Okay, and they're not subject to the laws, statutes, and commandments of Yahweh Shem Yahushua right now. Okay, they're subject to the laws of the so-called white man. He has jurisdiction over them. Okay, in the kingdom, we're going to have jurisdiction over these heathen. Okay, we're going to have power over them to execute the laws, statutes, and commandments. All right, you got a precept?
Just a quick one. It's in Proverbs chapter 29 and 2. When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice.
And the reason why the people are going to rejoice is because the policy that we institute is going to be righteous. Okay, we're not going to institute wicked policy. Okay, all of the policies that we implement are going to be coinciding with the law, statutes, and commandments of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. All right, you ain't gonna set up no factory in the kingdom, okay, that's gonna pollute the water. We ain't gonna be establishing things like that, man. Everything is gonna be according to the laws, statutes, and commandments. We ain't gonna be setting up GMO seeds that kill people. Okay, everything's gonna be in order, man. All right, which is the reason why these heathen are gonna rejoice. Okay. Keep going.
But when the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn.
Why? Because when the wicked is in power, okay, they institute wicked policy, man. Okay. coming in, giving the people loans. Okay, they had that, there's a book that came out, the story of a economic hitman. Okay, which Esau, what he does, he goes to these different nations, he gives them loans. Okay, loans that they won't be able to pay back. Okay, and then when it comes time to pay and they can't pay, he takes their resources, man. Okay, he privatizes their water, he privatizes their mineral resources. Okay, in the kingdom, we ain't gonna have to do that to you, heathen. All right, the scriptures tell you that you're gonna freely bring your forces unto us, man. Okay, to appease us. All right, that was it.
Yep.
Okay. So continuing on here, it says the power of rule our government. So we're going to govern you other nations. Okay, we're going to have jurisdiction over you. All right, which let's look that up real quick. Jurisdiction. So jurisdiction, the right of a court to hear a particular case based on the scope of its authority over the type of case and the parties of the case. Authority or control. Okay, the extent of authority or control, the territorial range of authority or control. So that's what we're gonna be doing to you, heathen, man. Okay. Further down here, it says the right or power to administer justice and to apply laws. Okay, and what are the laws that we're going to apply to you, heathen? The laws, statutes, and commandments of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Okay, these are the laws that you heathen are going to have to learn and adhere to, man. Okay, just like in this society, you adhere to the laws of the so-called white man, his maritime laws. Okay, when you shipping your cargo across the sea, you pay taxes to the so-called white man. Why? Because he has jurisdiction over you, he has power over you. We're going to have power over you heathens in the kingdom, man. All right. If we see any of you heathen going off, okay, you breaking the laws, we're going to judge you accordingly. There ain't going to be nothing you can do about it. Okay, why? Because Yahweh Shem Yahushua is going to give us power and jurisdiction over you. All right, keep going.
This is back in Revelations 2:27. And he shall rule them with a rod of iron. As the vessels of a potter shall they be broken to shivers, even as I received of my Father.
Okay. That's pretty much it. Yeah, something else?
I had a precept in Sirach 10:1.
Bring it out.
A wise judge will instruct his people, and the government of a prudent man is well ordered.
Yeah, the government of a prudent man is well ordered. Okay, and that word prudence, basically, it goes back to foresight. All right, and you having discernment. And how do you gain discernment? Get Proverbs, the first chapter, real quick. Which is the reason why Esau's kingdom is all messed up, man. He doesn't have discernment. Okay, he's a little kid, man. This nigga should not be anywhere in the power seat, man. He shouldn't even be in the vicinity of people that's in rulership, man. Okay, this nigga shouldn't be on no council. Okay, giving anybody pointers about ruling, because he doesn't know how to rule, man. Okay, he's incapable of ruling properly. Okay, you bring it out. You started 1.
All right. Proverbs 1:1. The Proverbs of Solomon, the son of David, king of Israel, to know wisdom and instruction.
To know wisdom and instruction. Okay, and part of wisdom is prudence, discernment. Okay, and where do you get discernment from? It comes from the scriptures. All right. So really, the only people that are capable of ruling the earth properly is the nation of Israel, because this book is for us. This book is not for you other nations. The Most High didn't give you these words. Okay. Keep going.
To perceive the words of understanding, to receive the instruction of wisdom, justice, and judgments, and equity, to give subtlety to the simple, to the young man knowledge and discretion.
You read again.
To know wisdom and instruction.
To know wisdom and instruction. Keep going.
To perceive the words of understanding. To receive the instruction of wisdom, justice, and judgment, and equity.
Yep.
To give subtlety to the simple, to the young man knowledge and discretion.
To the young man knowledge and discretion. Prudence. Okay, so you get that from the scriptures. All right. And if you don't have the scriptures, that means you're not going to be a prudent ruler. All right, so you can jump back to what you was reading in Sirach.
Back in Sirach 10 and verse 1, a wise judge will instruct his people, and the government of a prudent man is well ordered.
The government of a prudent man is well ordered. Now, where do you get prudence from? The scriptures. Okay, so the kingdom that the Israelites are going to establish, okay, after Yahweh Shem Yahushua has injected the laws, statutes, and commandments into them, is going to be well ordered. Okay, because we're going to set up the kingdom in a society based upon the laws, statutes, and commandments of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Okay, there's more.
As the judge of the people is himself, so are his officers, and what manner of man the ruler of the people of the city is, such are all they that dwell therein.
Mm-hmm. And everybody's going to be in order. In the nation of Israel, we're not going to have the problem of a wicked Israelite coming up into power and trying to overthrow everything, because the Most High is going to put the law, statutes, and commandments inside of our minds. Mm-hmm. All right.
And that's why you got everything out of order now in America, because it's an unwise ruler, like it says in continuing on in Sirach. Because we have Esau ruling, and he doesn't know how to rule, because he does everything contrary to how it's supposed to be done. So that's why the earth is basically dying off, is being destroyed.
Yeah, as he got these GMOs, man, which that's a heavy thing. He basically put pesticides inside the DNA of these different plants. So the plants have pesticides inside of them, and then you got the bees. They go around, and they drink the nectar, from the flower. They make honey. They use the pollen for different things. But the GMOs, okay, him modifying the DNA of that plant is killing the bees off. And if you don't got no bees, that means all the plants are gonna die, man. You ain't gonna be able to eat. So that's a wicked policy that the so-called white man has established. Okay, those GMOs, man. All right, you ain't gonna have that in the kingdom. All right, we ain't gonna implement no order to make GMOs, man. Okay. And then with the dye also, now we got to make something to come up. We got to create something to replace the bees that are dying, which is the reason why you got robotic bees. But if you didn't do that from the jump, okay, you wouldn't have a need to make robotic bees. So just everything he implements just leads to destruction and more destruction, man. Okay, keep going.
On the Sirach, or
if there's more on that.
That's pretty much the point.
Okay, cut. So
I had one more precept in Psalms.
Cut.
It's Psalms chapter 2, verse 8. Ask of me, and I shall give thee the heathen for thine inheritance, and the uttermost parts of the earth for thy possession.
So the Most High is going to give us the earth for our possession. Okay, and these heathen, they're going to be our inheritance. All right, meaning what? We're gonna have authority over them. All right, keep going.
Thou shalt break them with a rod of iron. Thou shalt dash them in pieces like a potter's vessel.
Yeah, and we're gonna do that when we execute judgment upon you, man. All right, we can do it just because, and when you go off, we're gonna do those things to you. All right, keep going.
Be wise now, therefore, O ye kings. Be instructed, ye judges of the earth. Serve the Lord with fear and rejoice with trembling.
Yep.
And that's pretty much the point.
Okay, Khan. So you can hit Micah, the 4th chapter, and we'll wrap it up on this.
Where you want me to start at?
You can start at 1.
Yeah, Micah 4 and 1. But in the last days it shall come to pass that the mountain of the house of the Lord shall be established in the top of the mountains.
So the mountain of the house of the Lord is talking about the government that the Heavenly Father is going to establish. All right. So it said it shall be established in the top of the mountains, meaning the Most High is going to exalt the nation of Israel. He's going to exalt the kingdom of Israel. Okay. Above all you other nations. Okay. Keep going.
And it shall be exalted above the hills.
So the lesser governments that are on the earth, the Most High is going to exalt us above all nations on the earth, just like he promised us in Deuteronomy, the 28th chapter. Okay, keep going.
And the people shall flow unto it. And many nations shall come and say, come and let us go up to the mountain of the Lord.
Yep, to the government of the Lord. Keep going.
And to the house of the power of Jacob, and he will teach us of his ways. and we will walk in his paths.
Keep going.
For the law shall go forth of Zion.
Yeah, it says, for the law shall go forth of Zion. So this is going to be the rule that is going to be established on the earth. Okay? These nations are going to learn our laws because we're going to have power over them, man. All right? And if they break those laws, there's going to be a judgment. Okay? So for them not to be judged, okay, they're going to have to learn the laws. All right? So they don't go off and get put to death. All right? Keep going.
And the word of the Lord from Jerusalem.
Uh-huh.
And
yeah, so the policy is going to come out of Jerusalem. Jerusalem's going to be the center of the earth. All right? That's where all these nations are going to look towards. Just like in this society, okay, in this current world, everybody looks to, Washington, D.C., because that's pretty much the center of the earth right now. It's the center of Esau's rulership, okay? That's where the policy comes out of. It's the reason why everybody watches the White House press conferences, Keep going.
And he shall judge among many people and rebuke strong nations afar off.
Yeah, we're going to judge among many people. We're going to send out judges throughout the four corners of the earth, okay? And they're going to preside over you other nations, okay? Because they're not going to have, they're not going to know the law, okay? So you can't set up a heathen to administer the law in his society, okay, his country, his land, because he ain't going to know the laws. You're not going to know them perfectly, all right? So we're going to have people sitting up over you, heathen, judging you, ruling over you, okay? Governing your land, all right? Keep going.
And they shall beat their swords into plowshares,
Mm-hmm.
and their spears into pruning hooks.
Yep.
Nation shall not lift up a sword against nation, neither shall they learn war anymore.
Mm-hmm. Keep going.
But they shall sit every man under his vine and under his fig tree,
Yep.
and none shall make them afraid, for the mouth of the Lord of hosts have spoken it.
Keep going.
For all people will walk every one in the name of his power, and we will walk in the name of the Lord our power forever and ever.
Yeah, so these other nations, okay, can you read 5 again?
For all people will walk every one in the name of his power.
So this is talking about these other nations following after Israel, okay? Whatever Israelite is set up over you in your land, you're going to follow after him, okay? So it says, for all people will walk every one in the name of his power, okay? Keep going.
And we will walk in the name of the Lord our power forever and ever.
Yeah, so we're going to be governing you nations, okay? And we're going to be governed by Yahweh Shem Yahushua, all right? If you nations need something, you're going to have to come to whichever ruler is over you, whichever Israelite is ruling over you, okay? That's pretty much it, right?
Yeah, kind.
All right, Khan. Yeah, so with that, we hope this lesson was edifying. We want to give all praises to Yahweh, Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Hashem, Rakah Kadash. Double honor to the elders and apostles of the great millstone. Shalom.
Shalom.